Good morning, guys. Let me in this class, let me discuss about a few HTML interview questions, guys. See, the first question is what is HTML? HTML stands for what? Hypertext Markup Language. HTML is purely given for what? To present the data on the web page. Okay. Browser can understand only one language, that is HTML. Okay. See, HTML stands for what? Hypertext Markup Language. It is a language of World Wide Web. Yes, it is a standard text formatting language. It is a text formatting language. It presents the data on the web page. Okay. HTML is used purely to present the data on the web page. That's all. See, it is used to create the display pages. It is used to create and display web pages on the web or pages on the web. Okay. It makes the text more interactive and dynamic. Okay. See, alone HTML alone cannot make the web page dynamic. Okay. With the help of JavaScript, HTML can make the web pages dynamic. Dynamic means what? A web page, any web page, okay, if it respond to the user input, okay, that is dynamic web page. Okay, if it do not respond to the user input, okay, we can call that web page as a static web page. Okay, purely alone HTML can create static web pages. Okay, but with the help of JavaScript, it can make the web pages as dynamic web pages. Dynamic means what? It can respond to the user input. That is what, guys. See, it can turn text into images, tables, links, more data. See, guys, these are all the different things that we can create using what? HTML. The next question is what are tags? Tags are what? See, tags are HTML elements. Okay, HTML elements. Tags are composed of three things. Okay, an opening, content, ending tag. See, the content which is placed between the opening tag and ending tag would be displayed on the web page. Okay, that is what, guys. See, when the web browser reads an HTML document, the browser reads it from the top to bottom. See, top to bottom, the browser reads the HTML document, and each line from left to right, the browser reads the HTML document. HTML tags are used to create HTML documents and renders the properties on the web document or web page. Each HTML tags have different properties. See, guys, this is how we can go for writing tags in HTML. This is opening tags, and in between opening and closing the content. Whatever you would like to display it on the web page, this is how we will write the tag. See, content is placed between the tags to display the data on the web page. See, this is how to display the data on the web page. Okay, content is placed between tags. This is how, guys. Now, see, what are tags means what? What are tags means what? Tags are used to present the data on the web page. Okay, tag is an HTML document. Okay, or HTML element which is used to prepare the document, which is used to place the content on the web page. See, this is the tag, opening tag and closing tag. That content which is placed between the tags is placed on the web document or web page. Do all the HTML tags have an ending tag? Ending tag? No. Okay. There are some HTML tags that don't need a closing tag, guys. That don't need a closing tag. For example, CPR tag is there, line break tag, okay, image tag is there. These tags are self-closed tags, okay. They need not require ending tag. That is what. What is formatting in HTML? See, guys, what is formatting in HTML? HTML formatting is the process of what? Format the text for better look and feel. Okay, this is the process of formatting the text for better look and feel. It uses what? Different tags to make the text bold, italic, okay, and underlined. Okay, these are all the different formatting tags that we have to present the data with better look and feel. That is what. B tag, EM tag, or I tag, okay, UL tag. These are all different tags that we have for formatting the text for better look and feel on the web page. See guys, when go for next question, how many types of headings does the HTML document contains? Okay, there are 6 types of headings guys, H1 to H6. Okay, the HTML contains what? 6 types of headings, okay, which are defined with what? H1 to H6. Each type of heading tag displays different text size from one from another. Okay, H1 is the largest heading tag and H6 is the smallest one. Based on the requirement, we can either go for what, we can choose from the heading from, we can choose the headings from H1 to H6. Okay, if you want a large text size with bold, you can directly go for what, H1. Okay, if you want to go for a next level to the H1, you can go to H2, like that. Okay, if you want the smallest tag, smallest heading with some bold, you can go for what, H6. Based on the requirement, you have a different heading tags. Okay, H1 to H6 in HTML. See the next one, how to create a hyperlink in HTML. Hyperlinks allows us to what? Allows the end users to navigate from one web page to another web page. Okay, let's see how to create a hypertext in HTML. See, HTML provides an anchor tag, a tag. A tag is there. A means what? Anchor tag. By using which we can create what? HTML hyperlinks we can create. Okay, that links, it allows the end users to navigate from what, one web page to another web page. Okay, yeah. See guys, it links one web page to another web page. Just links. When you click on it, okay, it redirects the end user to what, another web page. These tags can appear in any one of the following ways. See guys, unvisited link, visited link, activity link. Okay, these are the 3 types of links that we can find. Okay, it is displayed and underlined as blue color. See guys, this is, it is displayed and underlined and blue, with blue color. Okay, that is unvisited. Okay, once it is, see, visited sites, it is displayed, underlined and purple color. Okay, once it is visited, its color turned from blue color to purple color. Okay, and active link is there, it is displayed and underlined and red color. Okay, that is active color. Simply, what is the answer for this question? How to create a hyperlink using anchor tag. Okay, see guys, which HTML tag is used to display the data in the form of tabular format? It obviously table tag, right? Table tag is used to display the data in terms of what, rows and columns, and that is tabular form. There are different tags that we have to furnish the data in terms of rows and columns. Okay, we can go for headings. Okay, we can go for table data, we can go for table rows. Okay, there are, if we can give a caption. Okay, caption describes the purpose of the table. Okay, there are different tags that we have to what, display the data in the tabular format. See guys, it also manages the layout of the page. Yes, using layouts also, HTML layouts can also be created using what, table tag. Okay, header section is there, navigation bar and body content, footer section, header section and footer section, in between the body content. Okay, here is the list of, see, here is the list of tags used while displaying the data in the form of what, table. See, table tag, this is the parent tag. Okay, it defines a table. And tr tag, it defines a row in a table. Okay, th, table header, it defines a header cell in the table. Okay, table data, it defines a table cell in the data. Okay, caption, it defines a table caption, the purpose of the table which is written. Okay, this is column group. Okay, it specifies the group of one or more columns in a table for formatting. Okay, and col column, it is used with, column group element to specify the column properties for each column. T body is there, T head is there, T footer is there. Okay, T body is used to what, group the body content in a table. Okay, to group the body content in a table, we use what, T body. T head is there, it is used to group the header content in the table. To group the header content, we use what, T head. To group the body content, we use what, T body. And to group the footer content in the table, we use T footer. These are all the different tags that we use to display the data in the tabular format. Even table tag is used to what, uh, to create the layouts, HTML layouts. See the next question. This is, what are the some common lists that are used when designing a page? Lists. See, in order to list out, there are many common lists we are used to design the page. Okay, you can choose any or a combination of these following types, guys. Order list we can find, unordered list we can find, definition list we can find. Okay, if you feel that we if you want to list out a few items according to the order, okay, according to the order, we can go for what, ordered list. Okay, the ordered list uh, display elements in numbered format. Okay, 1 2 3 4, like that. Numbering will be a given to list out the, or to display, or to list the items. Okay, it represents is represented by OL tag. OL tag means what, ordered list. OL ordered list tag. Okay, unordered list. Okay, if you feel that the order is not important, okay, just go for what, unordered list. Unordered list, guys. For example, if you want to list out most populated cities in the country India, okay, then we have to go for which one, ordered list. Okay, for example, if you want to list out the different cities in India, okay, just we can go for what, unordered list. See, definition list is the definition list displays the elements in definition form like a dictionary. Okay, for example, HTML. HTML stands for what, hypertext markup language, like description. Okay, if you want to define a term, then we can go for what, HTML is there, HTTP is there, like that. HTTP stands for what, if you want to define a term HTTP, then go for what, definition list, hypertext markup language. If you want to define a term HTML or HTTP, hypertext transfer protocol, HTML hypertext markup language, like that. If you want to define few terms, then we can go for what, definition list. These are ordered list whose tag is what, OL. Unordered list whose tag is what, UL. Okay, definition list whose tag is what, DL. And DD tags are uh, used for defining the description list. See guys, what are the differences between HTML elements and tags? HTML elements communicate to the browser to render the text, to display the text on the web page. Okay, and when the elements are enclosed by brackets, they form HTML tags. That's what. See, most of the time tags come in a pair and surrounded the content. So opening tags and followed by text content which is to be displayed on the web page, and followed by ending tag, beginning tag followed by content and followed by ending tag. This is how. That's why most of the time tags come in pair. Okay, HTML is an element, okay, whose opening brace and in between the text, it will in between the opening of HTML and closing of the HTML is a tag. What is semantic HTML? See guys, semantic HTML is what, coding style. Okay, it is the use of what, HTML markup to reinforce the semantics and meaning of the content. Okay, for example, see, semantic HTML, B tag is there. B tag is not used for bold statement. Okay, as well as what, I tag. I tag and opening and closing tag is used for what, italic. Okay, instead of these, we use what, strong tag and em tags. These are all what. Still, we can go for what, strong tag in the place of what, bold. You can go for what, em tag in the place of what, I tag, italic tag. These are all what, logical tags. These are physical tags. What is an image map? Image maps are what? Image map facilitates you to link many different web pages using a single image. Okay, single image. See, we can create single image, can be partitioned into different portions, guys. Okay, where each portion is linked to one page, like that. Different a single image uh, can link with what, many different web pages. This and all we have discussed, guys, in the lectures. In the previous lectures, we have seen all these things. See, if for example, if an image is there, okay, image is partitioned into different portions. Okay, different links, different hyperlinks. Okay, it is represented with what, represented by map tag. You can define shapes in an image that you want to make a part of an image mapping. That's what. How to insert a copyright symbol on a browser page. Okay, This is so. We can insert a copyright symbol by using what? Ampersand copy. How to create a nested web page in HTML. See guys, iframe tag. Iframe tag is used to display a nested web pages. Okay. See, it represents a web page within a web page. A web page within a web page is what? Nested web page. Nested web page can be displayed using which tag? Iframe tag. See, HTML iframe tag defines inline frame. This is how it is. Iframe source, the Java T point. This is how do you keep list elements straight in an HTML? This is the question, guys. You can keep the line, what? You can keep the list elements straight by using what? Indents. By following some indentations or indents, okay? You can keep the list elements straight in an HTML file. See, how does hyperlink only apply to text? See, guys, href is what? What is this? Source address of the this link. Upon clicking this link, okay, to where the page is redirected to, that address should be kept under href attribute value. This is what. See, you can use hyperlinks on text and images. Okay, you can create a text hyperlink or image hyperlink as well. Okay, image can be clickable and text can be clickable. Okay, both are called as what? Hyperlinks only. See, HTML anchor tag defines what? Hyperlinks that links one web page to another web page. Okay, href attribute is the most important attribute of the HTML anchor tag. Yes, without this, the page, when you click on it, to where the user is redirected to, that's why that address should be kept inside this attribute value within the double quotes. What is a style sheet? A style sheet is used to build a consistent, transportable and well-designed style template. Okay, you can add these templates on several different web pages. Okay, it describes the look and formatting of a document written in markup language. For example, if you go for writing a style sheet, that is cascading style sheet. Okay, if I want to apply a particular style to the entire web page, okay, you can write that style, you can define that style in a separate CSS file, and you can link that CSS file, okay, with the HTML file using a link tag allows us to what? Link the CSS file with the HTML. Whatever the style that you have defined under CSS will be applicable to the entire HTML page. There are different ways through which we can add the styles to the web HTML page. Okay, inline HTML page is there. Okay, internal and external. If you want, you can apply the style to a particular tag. If you want, you can apply the styles to the different tags of the same HTML page. Okay, if you want, you can apply a single style to the different HTML pages. Okay, style sheet is a document which it contains the styles which are to be added to the HTML page. Can you create a multicolored text on a web page? Yes. Okay, multicolored text on a web page. Yes, we can go for it. Okay, to create a multicolored text on a web page, okay, you can use what? Font color equal to some font, either here red or blue or whatever, yellow. For the specific text you want to color, you can go for what? Font color. This is what. Is it possible to change the color of a bullet? The color of the bullet is always what? Always the color of the first text of the list. Okay, so if you want to change the color of the bullet, you must change the color of the text. That is what, guys, the text color, okay, to which the bullet is pointing to. Hope everyone understood, guys, this one. Explain the layout of the HTML. Layout. In what format that the data should be displayed to the end user is layout. Footer, header, within the footer and header there would be a body in between. This is how the page, the content is to be displayed on the web page. The HTML layout specifies a way in which the web page is arranged. See guys, these are the HTML layouts. Every website has a specific layout. Okay, you display the content in a specific manner. See guys, header, okay, footer, and this is the in between the content. Okay, see nav tag is there, which is used to define a define a container for the navigation links. And section tag is used to define a section in a document, particular section. Article, it is used to define the independent and self-contained article. Okay, aside, it is used to define content aside from the, from the content. Okay, these are the different tags by using which we can go for what layouts. We can use what a div tag, we can use a title tag to go for layouts, guys. The marquee tag is there. Marquee means what? See, it is used to put the scrolling text. Okay, if you want a particular text to be scrolled from right to left by default, okay, you can go for what marquee tag. Okay, there are different attributes that we can use. Okay, it scrolls the image or a text. Okay, up and down, left or right automatically. Okay, left or right. That's what. You should put the text which you want to scroll within the marquee tag. See, in between the marquee tag, if you want any text which is to be scrolled, okay, that is done, that will be scrolled from right to left by default. Okay, if you want to scroll it from top to bottom or bottom to top or right to left, okay, or left to right, these are all. Right to left is the default one. Direction attribute would be there here for marquee tag. In that we can specify the value either up or down or right. If the value is right, the text which you kept under opening and closing of marquee tag will be scrolled from left to right, guys, left to right. If you do not specify the direction attribute, okay, value, then by default it scrolls from right to left. If you say the direction attribute value is up, then it scrolls from down to up. If the direction attribute value is down, then the text which is specified in between marquee tag will be scrolled from top to bottom. See how many tags can be used to separate a section of text. The three tags are used to separate the text. See, BR tag is there. BR tag. BR tag is what line break. Okay. Usually BR tag is used to what separate a line of text. Okay. You can separate the text by using a line. It breaks the current line and conveys the flow to the next line. That is what. And paragraph tag is there. Another tag is what? Paragraph. It contains the text in the form of what? New paragraph. This is how we can separate the text section of text. And a block quote is also there, okay, which is used to define a large quote section. Okay, if you have a large quotation, okay, then put the entire text within the block quote attribute. Opening and closing up. These are the three tags by using which we can separate a section of text. Using line break, BR tag, and using paragraph, separate paragraph, and block quote. How to make a picture of a background image of web page. Okay, see, body background is equals to that image name. Background is an attribute of body tag whose value is what the mention, the image you would like to display as a background of the web page. That is what. See, to make the picture background image as a web page, okay, you should put the following tag code after the head tag, that is within the body. See guys, within the body. Replace the image.gff with the name of the image, okay, which you want to display on your web page. That image name, this is image name, whose extension is not only GIF, it may be JPG. Okay, what are empty elements? These are all empty elements. See, HTML elements with no content. BR tag is there. BR tag, there is no, it do not hold any data. BR tag is what, just it line breaks. Okay, it line breaks, that's all. HR tag is there, horizontal line. It creates an horizontal line. That's all. What's the use of span tag? See guys, the portion of the line. Okay, if you want to add a style, okay, to a particular portion of the line, then we can go for what? Span tag. Span tag is used for the following things, guys: for adding color on the text, for adding background on the text, okay, for highlighting any color text. These are all what, guys? Span tag. See, it's a line level, line tag. This is span tag is what? Inline tag. Okay. You can apply the style to a particular text within a line.
Whereas div tag what is the group level tag? Group level tag, that is, if you want to apply a style to the group of tags, then we can go for what? Div tag. Whereas span tag what? It's an inline tag. Okay. If you want to apply a portion of the text within a single line, okay, then we can go for apply the style to that portion of the text of the same line. That is how. See, span color equal to sum. Color is an attribute property whose corresponding value is what? Some exact code, exact color code. Okay, color is an attribute property or property colon value. This is how we can define a style sheet. That is style attribute value. Iframe tag. What is the use of iframe tag, guys? Just before we have seen, right? Iframe tag is used to display the web page within what web page? Nested pages. Okay. What are the entities in HTML? See guys, HTML entities. HTML character entities are used to what? Replacement for what? Reserved characters in HTML. You can also replace the characters that are not present on your keyboard by entities. These characters are replaced because some characters are what? Reserved in HTML. Why is the URL encoded in HTML? See guys, an URL is encoded to convert non-ASCII characters into a format that can be used over the internet, because URL is sent over the internet by using what? ASCII character set only. Okay, that is what, guys. This is the answer. If a URL contains the characters outside the ASCII set, then the URL has to be converted. Okay, non-ASCII characters are what? Replaced with what? With a percentile followed by a hexadecimal digit. Hexadecimal digit is what? 0 to 9 and A to F. Next type is what, guys? See, does a doc type HTML tag is an HTML tag? No, guys, this is not an HTML specific. Okay, declaration is not an HTML tag. Okay, there are many types of HTML tags. HTML 4.0 state, 4.01 transitional, strict, transitional, and frame set. Okay, and it's XHTML state, XHTML transition, XHTML frame set. Okay, XHTML 1.1, etc. Doc type HTML is used to what? Instruct the web browser about HTML page. In what version the page is, in what version of HTML that the page is written. That is what instructed by this doc type HTML tag. Here's what is canvas HTML in HTML5. Canvas element is what? Is a container that is used to draw the graphics. If you want to draw a circle, yes, you can do it with using what? Canvas. One of the feature of HTML5 is what? Canvas, which is used to draw the graphics on the web page using a scripting language called JavaScript. See guys, it allows for a dynamic and a scriptable rendering 2D shapes, okay, and bitmap images. Okay, these are all several methods in Canvas to draw paths, see boxes, circles, text, and add images. We can add images. There are different things, graphical things that we can go for using what? Canvas tag in HTML. See guys, Canvas tag ID is what? Some name. Okay, width equal to 300, height equal to 10. And the style is what? See guys, border 2 pixel and solid. Your browser does not support HTML5 canvas tag. This is how this will be displayed in what? Some with border 2 pixel and with solid background, solid border with some red color like. What is SVG? HTML SVG is used for what? Describing the two-dimensional vector, guys. Two-dimensional vector. Okay, or raster graphics. SVG images and their behaviors are defined in what? XML text files. So XML files, you can create and edit an SVG image with the text editor. Okay, it is mostly used for what? Vector page diagrams, like see pie charts. If you want to display statistical data on the web page, okay, in terms of what? Data visualization. Data visualization is what? To present the data in terms of what? Charts, different charts, pie charts, bar charts, like that, line graphs. Okay, then we can go for what? SVG. Then we can end user can understand the data, statistical data quickly. See, SVG and canvas, these are the two different tags given in HTML5, guys. To draw the two-dimensional vectors we use what? SVG. Okay, In order to draw a few graphics, then we can use what? Canvas. See what are the different new form element types in HTML5. Form elements, okay? Color, date, date type, local, email, time, URL, range, okay? Telephone, number, search. These are all what? List of 10 frequently used new elements in HTML5. We have discussed all this. Input type equal to range, input type equal to number, input type equal to email, okay? Input type equal to date, okay? Like if you want to display a calendar, we can go for what date. If you want to display it in a email format, okay, in order to evaluate, okay, validate the email, okay, we use what? Input type equal to email. Like in order to validate that the data must be in numerical data, then we can go for number. If you want to validate the data which is entered by the end user between some range, we can use what? Range, like that. The telephone number, the 10 numbers, mobile number, if you want to validate, we can go for what? Like this. These are all the different new features added to the HTML5. Is there any need to change the web browser to support HTML5? No. Okay, almost all the browser, okay, updated versions suppose HTML5. Okay, see, Google Chrome, Firefox, Opera, Safari, and Internet Explorer. These are all the web browsers that do support what? HTML5. Okay, and which type of video formats are supported by HTML5? Okay, the types of video formats are supported by HTML5. See, HTML5 allows us to what? Audio and video tags as well. Audio tag allows us to what? To place the audio, okay, on the web page. And the HTML5 supports video tag as well. Video tag allows us to what? Place the video on the web page. HTML5 supports three types of video formats: MP4 and WebM and OGG. These are the different file formats, video file formats that the HTML5 supports. See, is audio tag supported in HTML5? Yes, audio and video tag is. Video allows us to put the video on the web page. Audio allows us to what? Put the audio on the web page. See, it is used to add sounds and music files on the web page. There are three supported file formats. MP3 is there, WAV is there, OGG is there. Okay, these are all the different video formats that the HTML5 supports. See guys, source src is equals to this is how guys. This is a audio file. This is audio tag. Okay, in which source src is equals to that audio file name. MIME type is what? Audio by MPEG. This is so. What are the differences between progress and merge tag? See guys, progress tag is used to what? Represent the progress of the tasks, while the meter tag is used to what? Measure the data within the given range. See, what's the use of figure tag? Figure tag in HTML. Figure tag is used to what? Add a photo in the document on the web page, which is used to handle the group of diagrams, guys, photos, code list, same embedded document. Yeah. Paragraph tag is there. See guys, this is how. This is how paragraph within the paragraph. Figure tag. This is how image. Image tag allows us to what? In order to what? Figure tag is used to what? Add a photo. This is the photo, guys. Yes, image tag we use. Was the use of fig caption? Fig caption tag in HTML5. Okay. It is used to provide what? Caption of an image. Okay. How caption tag is used for table to describe its purpose. In the same way here, fig caption used to provide a caption to an image. We can give a caption to an image using what? Fig caption. It is an optional tag, can appear before or after the content, okay, within the figure tag. This tag before or after of the content, which is enclosed within the figure tag. See guys, see here, figure tag within the figure caption. This is what? A front view of the Great Taj Mahal in Agra. That is the image, and whose caption is like this. And button tag is there. Button is what? Input type equal to button, like button tag. I mean, input tag attribute button is different and button tag is different. See, button tag is used in HTML5. It is used to what? Create a clickable button, okay, with the HTML form on the web page, okay. Clickable buttons can be created using what? Button tag. See, it is generally used to create what? Submit, reset buttons, okay. See this one, button, name equal to button, type equal to button. This is what? Click here. There would be a button. what is the use of details and summary tag? Okay, details tag is used for what? Specify some additional details on the web page. Okay, to specify some additional details on the web page, we use what? Details. Okay, so it can be viewed or hidden on demand. The summary tag is used what? Within the details tag. Within the details tag, we use what? Summary tag. It summarizes the data. What is the data list tag? See, data list tag. HTML5 data list tag provides what? Auto complete features on the form element. This is how, guys. It facilitates the users to choose predefined option for the users to select the data. See, enter the favorite cricket player. Okay, this is a label. Input type equal to text. See, ID equal to what? Favorite players, favorite cricket player, and list is what? Something, and data list ID equal to C. Click players. These are all the different options that 11 options we can see, guys. How are tags migrated from HTML4 to HTML5? See, there would be a div tag ID header. This directly in HTML5 header tag is there. Div ID equal to menu. Directly we have navigate tag, navigator, and div ID equal to content. There is a section tag in HTML5. And div ID equal to footer. HTML directive footer is given like that. Div ID equal to header. Okay, like directly heading tag is given. This is what. Yeah, if I do not put doc type HTML5 works. Okay, see, if I do not put this one, will the HTML5 works? No. Browser will not be able to identify that it is HTML document. That this is mandatory in HTML5. Okay, because it specifies the browser that in what version of HTML that the page is written in, right? What is the use of required attributes in HTML5? Okay, see, it forces a user to fill the text on the text field or text area before submitting the form. Okay, it is used to form the validation. Required attribute. What is required attribute? You can see, for example, input type equal text in required. Required means what? It validates the text field. Okay, it won't allow the end user to go to the next user control without filling this data, without filling the data in the name field. That's what. It's a mandatory to give name in the text field. That is required attribute, guys. See, what are the new input types for form validations in HTML? See, input type equal to email. Email means what? Input type equal to password. Password is the entered password must be masked, will be masked. If the input type equal to email, @ symbol is mandatory. This is how there are different input tags with input type values are given. Input tag attribute type values are given. Input type equal to email, input type equal to number, input type equal to text, like input type equal to password, like input type equal to number, input type equal to range, telephone. These are all we discussed just before, right? These are all. See, in how many ways we can specify the CSS styles. Okay, there are three styles, right? Three ways we can specify: inline, internal, and external. Okay, inline means what? You know, to a particular element we can define the style. Okay, internal means what? Internal means within an HTML page we can define a styles to the different tags. And external is what you can, so you can define the style as a separate file in terms of CSS. Okay, whatever the style that you are defining, you are saving it as a separate file with what extension .css, cascading style sheet. So that will be linked with the multiple HTML pages. See, link tag is used in that. Link tag can link the external CSS or external style sheet file with multiple HTML files. Okay, that is all. Here is the style tag. Style tag allows us to what? Include that style within a web page. Using style attribute, okay, you can define the style to a particular HTML element. Like these are the three ways: inline, internal, and external, guys, in which we can specify the styles for HTML element. See, what's the difference between display and visibility hidden? Visibility hidden, okay, for an HTML element. Then the elements will be hidden. from the web page, but still takes up space, guys. Whereas if you use display, okay, display is none, an attribute for an HTML element, then the element will be what, hidden, okay, and uh, and also what, it won't take up any space on the web page, okay. It takes a space on the web page, it do not takes a space on the web page. So meter progress, this is we discussed already, right? You have to specify a link in HTML and explain the target attribute. A target means what? When you click on a page, okay, when you click on a link, is it the corresponding page will be displayed in the same page, or it has to be displayed as a separate tab? It has to display it in a separate tab. That depends on the target attribute value, okay. But the target attribute value is underscore self, okay. This is a default value, okay. It opens the document in the same web page, in the same window, guys. In the same window it opens, okay. If it is a blank, okay, it opens the document in a new window or a new tab. If the target value is underscore blank, then it will be opened in a new tab, like it's a parent underscore parent, okay. It opens the document in a parent frame, okay. If it's a underscore tag, it opens the document in a full body window. See, what's the class attribute in HTML? Class attribute is there. What is the class attribute in HTML? See, the class attribute is used to what specifies the class name of an HTML element. Multiple elements in HTML can have the same class value. Okay, and also it's mainly used to associate the what styles between the style sheet with the HTML element. Okay, that's what. Whichever tags class name is same. Okay, for them we can apply a style. That is how we can use class. What's the difference between ID attribute and the class attribute of the HTML? See, guys, multiple elements in HTML can have what same class value. See, whereas ID attribute of one element cannot be associated with another HTML. See, when we have a multiple IDs with the same name, whose attribute in order to differentiate one element with another, we use what ID. ID attribute value must be unique. Okay, that's what differences between the link tag and the anchor tag. Anchor tag is used to what create hyperlinks, okay, whereas link tag allows us to what to link the style sheet with the HTML document. That's all. To link the style sheet with the HTML document, we use link attribute in its header tag. So how to include JavaScript in HTML? See, this is how we can use what JavaScript script tag. There is a script tag, okay. We can place that script tag inside the header tag or body tag, whatever it depends. This is how we can what specify JavaScript in HTML. See when to use scripts in the header tag and when to use the scripts in the body tag. Okay? See, if the scripts contain some event triggered functions or jQuery library, okay, then we should use them in the head section, guys. If the script writes the content of the web page, it is not inside the function, okay, then it should be placed inside the body section at the bottom. See, place library scripts or event scripts in the head section. Place the normal scripts, okay, that do not write anything on the web page on the page in the head section until there is any performance issue. Okay. See, place scripts that render something on the web page at the bottom of the body section. See how to create forms in HTML. We know that, right? Form tag, action attribute value, okay, and a method value. Method attribute value is either post target, or action attribute value is what backend language name. Upon clicking to where the control goes to, there is a backend file name here. Label tag, in order to label, enter your name. This is a label, right? And the text field is what input type equal to text. This is how we can go for what form tag is. How to handle events in HTML? Event handling, what we can use the event handling code as well, right? We can go for what script tag. Script tag contains what some events. Okay, using script means what we can include JavaScript code for performing event handling code. When you click on it, some event should be performed. So for that sake, we use what script tag. That script within the script, the function can be defined. That function can be called SVG and canvas. We have already discussed, right? This one, SVG and canvas. See, SVG is a vector based, composed of shapes, whereas canvas is were composed of pixels. Okay, raster based. SVG works better with large surface. Okay, Canvas works with better with what small surfaces. SVG can be modified using what CSS and scripts. Canvas can only be modified using what scripts. That is what we use. That's why we use JavaScript here. SVG is highly scalable, okay, but it is less scalable, guys. Those are all the differences. See, what are the types of audio files? We have discussed it already. Okay.
See, the next question is, what is the difference between div tag and span tag in HTML, guys? As we have already discussed, okay, in the sessions, div tag is what? Group level tag, okay? The span tag is what? Inline tag level. See, the difference between the div and span is that span element is inline tag, okay? Is usually used for a small chunk of HTML inside a line, okay? Such as inside a paragraph. For example, inside the paragraph, okay, this is a para is there. This is, for example, this in a sentence, this is a paragraph, okay? I want to apply a style. I want to color green to is, okay? In the sentence, this is a paragraph, okay? In such a case, we use what? Span. That's why if you want to apply a style to inline text, okay, we use what? Span tag, okay? If I want to apply a style to the group of sentences or a group of paragraphs, we use what? Div tag. That is what, guys. This is block line. Div is what? Div means what? Division. Division element is block line, which equivalent to having what? Line break, okay? Before and after it, used to group large chunks of data. If you want to group large chunks of data, okay, then we use what? Div tag. See here, span tag is applicable for what? This interview, okay? Whereas div tag is applicable to the whole text. That is what. Next one is how to make a picture of a background image as a web page. See, guys, this body tag background is equals to image. Background for body tag, background is equals to image. This is what we have seen already. Explain key differences between local storage and session storage, guys. The key differences between local storage and your session storage objects as follows. Local storage object stores the data without expiry date, okay? Whereas session storage object stores the data for only one session, okay? It stores the data for only one session, okay? Without expiry, the local storage object stores the data. With expiry, session storage object stores the data. That is the key difference. In case of local storage object, see, the data will not delete when the browser window closes, okay? Because it stores the data without expiry, right? Even though the browser is closed, okay, the data will not be stored from local storage object, okay? If you close the browser window, okay, whatever the session storage object stores the data, that will be deleted automatically. That is the key difference between local storage object and session storage object. See, the data in session storage is accessible only the current window, okay, only in the current window of the browser. But the session, see, local storage data can be stored or shared between the multiple browsers of the multiple windows of the browser, okay? Whatever the data that is stored under local storage object, okay, will be shared between the multiple windows of the browser window. Hope everyone understood, guys. What happens if you open an external CSS file in a browser? See, guys, external CSS is what? It's a separate file, right? If you want to apply a style to the multiple HTML files, then we go for what? CSS files, okay? We will define all the styles in a separate file, that is CSS. That file is saved with .css extension. Since it is saved with .css, we can call it as what? CSS file, okay? Now, that CSS file, if you try to open it in the browser, what happens? He is asking, okay? See, browser can understand only one language, that is HTML. See, if you try to open that external CSS file inside the browser cannot open the file because what? Browser can understand only HTML file but not CSS, okay? See, because this file has a different extensions, okay? The only way to use an external CSS file is to what? Reference it using link tag. Link tag, you can reference it. You can give, you can link that CSS file inside the HTML file using link tag, okay? You can give a reference, okay? CSS file is to what? Reference it using link tag. Okay, but you cannot open the CSS file inside the browser. Okay, browser cannot open that file. That is all. And how do you create a text on the web page that allows you to send the email when it is clicked? Okay, see guys, this is very, very important. How do you create a text on a web page, okay, that allows you to send an email when it is clicked? See, to change the text into a clickable link, okay, to send an email, you need to use what? Mail to command within the href tag. See guys, anchor tag href is what? Mail to the your mail address. The destination address must be specified here. When you click on it, okay, a compose box will be opened where this mail id will be placed in, will be in placed. This is how href is equals to mail to colon your mail address. What are the different tags to separate sections of text? HR, BR tag, line break, and paragraph tag is there, and block quote is there. These are the three tags using which we can separate the sections of text. Okay. What is the relationship between what? Border and rule attributes. Border and rule attributes. See guys, default cell borders within the thickness of 1 pixel, okay, are automatically added between the cells. Okay. If the border attribute is set to non-zero value, by default what? Thickness of 1 pixel is automatically added. Okay. If the border size is non-zero value, attribute set to non-zero value. If the border attribute is and not included, okay, the default 1 pixel border appears, okay, when the attributes are added to table tag. Okay, that is what. There are three ways to include the CSS with this is what we have seen, right? Inline, external, and internal. Okay, this is what we have seen. In inline, style attribute we use. In external, we use link tag. Okay, in internal, we use what? Style tags. In inline, style attribute we use. Okay, but in external we use link attribute to link the HTML file with the CSS. What is the significance of head tag and body tag in the HTML, guys? See, what is the significance of head tag? Head tags provides what? Information about the document. That is what metadata of the head tag consists of. See, it should always be enclosed in the HTML tag. Yes, this tag contains what? Metadata about the web pages. Okay, that is what we have discussed, guys. When we discussed about this basic structure of the HTML file, okay, we discussed about each and every tag of the basic structure of the HTML file. That is HTML, what is doc type, what is HTML, what is head, what is title, what is body. Okay, these are all we discussed, guys. See, body tag defines what? Body of the HTML document. It should always be what? Enclosed in the HTML tag. Okay. All the contents which needs to be displayed on the web page, like images, text, video, audio. Okay. And what are the content elements? These are all will be displayed on the web pages. So all these will be included within the body tag. Whatever the content which you would like to display on the web page, that should be enclosed within the body tag. Okay, if you want to display something about HTML document, okay, information about the document, that should be kept under what? Head tag. That's why head tag holds what? Metadata of the web page. That's what.
That's all for today, guys.
Let me discuss few multiple choice questions. HTML stands for what, guys? Is it hypertext machine language? Is it hypertext links markup language or hypertext markup language? This is what, right? Correct answer is HTML stands for what? Hypertext markup language. The option is what? 3. HTML stands for hypertext markup language. And the correct sequence of HTML tags for starting web page is, okay, the correct sequence of HTML tags. What's the correct sequence, guys? HTML title, HTML title, HTML body? No. Head title, HTML body? No. HTML body title head? No. HTML head title body. This is the correct sequence, guys. This is the correct sequence of HTML tags for starting a web page. Okay, D, option D is the correct answer. Within the HTML, header tag would be there. Okay, within the header tag, title tag would be there. Okay, once the title tag is closed, then body tag followed by body tag. This is the correct sequence of HTML tags for starting the web page, guys. Now this is the third question. Okay, And which of the following element is responsible for making the text bold in HTML? Yeah. Which is the bold one? Which tag is responsible to make the text bold in HTML? Hmm. Here is it a pre tag or anchor tag or B tag or BR tag. BR is what? Line break. Okay. B is what? It's a bold. It makes the text bold. A is what? For what? Anchor tag, which is used to display, which is used to create hyperlinks. Hyperlinks allows the end users to navigate from one web page to another web page. Pre tag means what? Pre tag allows us to what? To display exact format, the text exact in format how we write. C is the correct answer, guys. It makes the given text to be displayed in a bold format, or strong tag also we can use. And the next question is, which of the following tag is used for inserting large heading in HTML? Okay, headings are begins with what? H1 to H6, right? H1 is what? From highest to lowest, guys. H1 displays the text in highest format. Okay, as the largest headings. H1 is for displaying the largest headings. Okay, and then H2, and then H3, and then H4, H5, H6, like H1 to H6. From inserting the largest heading to lowest heading, that is from H1 to H6. So which is the answer? B. B, H1, guys. H1 is a tag which is used for inserting the large headings in HTML. Which tag is used for inserting smallest heading in HTML5? That is H6. H6 is for smallest, H1 is for largest. The next question is, which of the following is used to insert line break in HTML? Line break. Which tag allows us to do that? Line break? BR tag. BR tag. Okay. That is what. Anchor tag we use, we know, for creating hyperlinks. Okay. It allows the end users to navigate from one web page to another web page. Pre-tag we know. If you want to display the text as it is on the web page, we use pre-tag. Like programming, I want to display a C program on the screen web page. So put that C programming inside the pretext, okay? So that it will be displayed as it is on the web page. And bold, B tag is just now we have seen, right? For bold, to make the text in bold, okay? We use B. So here what he write, what he asked, to insert a line break. So BR tag is the correct answer. Fifth is what? A. Now the next question is how to create an unordered list, guys. Unordered list where the order is not important. Okay. If I want to list out the items, okay, which are not required to be displayed in order, okay, then we can go for what? Unordered list. So which tag we use to display the items using unordered list? UL tag, guys. UL. Okay. UL is for unordered list. OL is for what? Ordered list. LI is for what? To list out. It is a subtag of UL or OL, guys. And I is for what? To make the text italic. Okay. That is what. If you want to display the text in italic font, then we use what? I. Or EM also we can use. What is the answer for the sixth question, guys? UL tag. Sixth is what? A. The next question is what? Which character is used to represent the closing of tag in HTML? See guys, which character is used to represent the closing of a tag in HTML? Which character we use? Forward slash, right? Forward slash. This is backward slash, this is exclamatory, and this is forward slash. What's the answer for this question? Seventh one. Which character we use to represent closing the tag? This C. Seventh is C, guys. Forward slash followed by tag name. The next question, guys. How to create a hyperlink in HTML? Hyperlinks are created using what? Anchor tag only. But all the options anchor tag is there. But which is the correct one? Anchor tag takes what? Href attribute. Okay, href. This is the web address to where the control goes to, or to which web page the control displays when you click on this link. Okay, if you click on this link, okay, control goes to where? Goes and opens this web page. Okay, this web address. That is what the first one. Eighth is what? So what is the correct answer for eighth one? To create hyperlinks, we use anchor tag with href. Href attribute value is what? This web address. See, there is no link attribute, there is no URL attribute, guys. Now, what is the what is the answer for eighth? A. A is the correct option. And ninth one, how to create an ordered list, guys. Order, where the order is very, very important. Okay, a list with the list items in numbers. I want to grade the students. Okay, I want to grade the colleges 1, 2, 3, 4, like, or A, B, C, D, leave like that. A grade, B grade, C grade, like that. In such a case, we should go for what? Ordered list. OL tag. OL tag we should use, guys. B, 9B. What is the answer for ninth question? B, OL tag. Unordered list, UL tag. But here he asked what? Ordered list. That's why OL tag is the suitable one. This is, of course, LI is a subtag of OL tag or LI tag in order to list out the items. Okay. And I tag is what? For display the text in italic font. Let's see, guys, this one. Which of the following element is responsible for making the text italic in HTML? Yes, italic. Italic is what I told you, right? I is to make the text is italic, not italic, not IT, not pre-tag. Okay, these are not suitable. Okay, these are irrelevant tags. Which is the relevant tag to make the text italic? I or EM also we can use. Was the answer for this 10th question? A. Option A is the correct answer. Now next take the 11th one. How to insert an image in HTML? Yes, for the different image tag only we use. But image, src, link, URL, href. Which is the suitable one? Image href is there? No. Anchor tag. For anchor tag, href attribute is there. Okay. For image URL is there? No. For image link is there? No. For image source is there? Yes. This is the fourth one is the correct option. Image source equal to this one. Okay. This is how we can insert an image on the web page. What was the correct answer for 11th one? D. D is the correct option. This is the correct option, guys. Image source is equals to source address of this image. Where is it located in the computer? That address URL. Or if it is there in the current directory, you can directly mention what image name here. So our answer for the 11th question is D, option D. Now the next one, how to add a background color in HTML? Mark you bg color colon red, or mark you bg hyphen color is equals to red, or mark you bg color equal to red. So mark you color equal to red. Which is the correct option to add a background color in HTML? For mark you tag. Mark you tag, what it does? It scroll the text. Okay, either from right to left, or left to right, or bottom to top, or top to bottom. Okay, using the direction attribute value. Okay, you can scroll the text. But here, how to add a background color is set. So background color is equals to bg color is equals to red. This is how. This is the correct option, guys. Mark is the tag. Bg color is an attribute whose corresponding value is what? Red is equals to attribute and its corresponding value. Attribute value must be specified within the double quotes. So bg color is an attribute, not bg hyphen color, not bg underscore color, or and attribute and its corresponding value will be separated by equal sign. Equal sign. This is the. So the answer for 12th question is what? C, guys. C. Now 13th, input. Input is what? A format tag, or an empty tag, or all of the above, or none of the above. What is the 13th one? Input. It's an empty tag, right? It need not be closed. Input type equal to text, like that. It's an empty tag. You don't have any text to be written in between opening and closing of input tag. Okay, that is what is the answer for 13th question? Empty tag. Next question is, which of the following tag is used to make the underlined text, guys? Underline means what? Either I tag. I tag is for what? To make the text in italic font. UL is for what? Unordered list. Okay, to list out the items. U tag is there. U tag means what? Underlined. To make the underlined text, we use which tag? U tag. Pre tag, we have already discussed, right? So what is the correct answer for 14th question is what? C. C, option C. That is U tag. U tag is used to make the underlined text. Let's see 15th question. How to create a
checkbox in HTML. We use which tag we use to create a checkbox. Input type equal to checkbox, or input type equal to button, or a checkbox is a tag by using which we can create tag, or input type equal to check. Which is the correct option in these four? Input type equal to checkbox, guys. If input type equal to text box can be created. Okay, input type equal to radio, then radio button can be created. Like that, input type equal to checkbox can be created. What is the correct answer for this 15th question? The first option is the correct one. Option A, input type equal to checkbox. And let's see the next one. Which of the following tag is used to define options in a drop down selection list? Yeah, yes, which one? Select or list or drop down or option? Which one is the correct one? Option tag, guys. Option. In order to specify, define the options. Okay, define the options, not drop down selection. Drop down, to create a drop down selection list, we use select. Okay, but he asked us to what? Use to define the options. Define the options in drop down list. Okay, in order to define the options in drop down list, drop down selection list, we use which tag? Option tag, guys. You can go for writing any number of option tags. Okay, that depends on the items that you want to list in the drop down. Was the answer for 16th question? Option D. Option D is the correct answer. That is what, guys. Now next 17th one. HTML tags are enclosed in, yeah, enclosed in either hash or curly braces, or exclamatory and question mark, or angular braces. This one, angular braces. Okay, the correct answer is the easy one, right? Option D. The answer for 17th question is what? Option D. This is the correct answer. Now 18th one, guys. Which of the following tag is used to add rows in the table? Okay, in order to add the rows in the table, which tag we use? TR tag or TD tag or TH tag, or none of the above? TD is for what? To add the table data, right? In order to insert the data into the table, we use what? TD tag. In order to insert the headers, table headers, okay, or column names or table headers, we use TH. TR is what? For to add the rows. Okay, in order to add the rows, we have to use what? TR tag. So that is what our question, right? Which of the following tag is used to add rows? So which is the correct option? TR tag. TR opening and closing, which is used to add the rows in the table. What was the correct option for 18th question? C. 18th question answer is what? C. The HR tag in HTML is used for what? HR tag is, what is the purpose of HR tag in HTML? For a new line, for vertical line, or for new paragraph, for horizontal ruler? In order to create horizontal ruler, we use what? HR tag. Not for new line, not for vertical ruler, not for new paragraph. Okay. What's the correct answer for HR tag? HR tag is used to draw a horizontal ruler. That is what. Was the correct option for 19th question is what? D. Option D is the correct answer. Next question, guys. Which of the following attribute is used to provide a unique name to an element? Does class is an attribute which allows us to provide unique names to the element? No. For example, see, if you go for writing 3 paragraphs, okay, the class attribute value can be given same. If I want to provide a style to the different tags among 3 paragraphs, okay, I want to define a style to the first 2 paragraphs, okay, whose class name must be same. Okay, so here class allows us to provide a same name to the different tags. Okay, same name to the 2 or more tags, whereas id allows us to what? Provide a unique name to the element. Okay, how to differentiate 3 paragraphs from one to another one? Using id, guys. Id attribute value must be unique, and type is not required, and none of the above is not wrong. So this is wrong answer. Which is the correct one for 20th question? Id attribute. Using id attribute, okay, we can provide a unique name to the element. So correct option for 20th question is what? B. Option B is the correct answer. In the next question, Which of the following HTML tag is used to display the text for scrolling effect? Okay, to scroll the text either from right to left. Okay, right to left is the default direction for the marquee tag. So obviously marquee is the tag by using which we can scroll the text. Scroll effect is achieved through what? Marquee. Not scroll, not div, none of the above. These three are the false answers. Okay, what's the correct answer? Marquee tag. Marquee tag by default it scroll the text from right to left. If you want to scroll the text from left to right, we can provide left as a value to the direction attribute of the marquee tag. If you want to scroll from bottom to top, okay, we can give down. For 21st question, was the right choice? Option A is the correct one. Which of the following HTML tag is a special formatting tag? What is the special formatting tag among these? Pre-tag, guys. This is special formatting tag, okay? Pre-tag. I told you, right? If you want to display a program as it is on the web page, okay? How you write, it displays the same way. That is what special formatting. We use what? Pre-tag. And what is the correct option for 22 question? C. Option C is the correct answer. Which of the following is the correct way to send email in HTML? What's the correct one? A, B, C, D. Among these four options, which one is the correct way to send the email in HTML? See, A, href is equals to mail to some mail ID here. Or href is equals to this one, which we have already seen, right? This is the first question. A, href is equals to what? Mail to colon, the mail address should be specified, okay? This is what the correct answer. The first one. What is the correct option for the 23rd question? This first option A. Anchor tag within the href value would be what? The href attribute value would be within the double quotes mail to colon the mail address. It will be placed in when we open it. And now here some link would be given here. If I click on that link, automatically the Gmail compose window will be open. In that, this mail ID will be placed in automatically. So here, which of the following is the container for tr, th, td? Okay. For all these three tags, which is the container? Obviously, these are three tags belongs to what? Related to table tag. So the answer is what? Table. Okay, these are not belongs to data, not belongs to group, and none of the above is the false answer. So there is an option called what? B, table. These are the subtags of what? Table tag. So correct answer for 24th question is what? Option B. Option B is the right answer. How to insert a background image in HTML? Body background is equals to this one. Okay. See, image background. Insert a background image in HTML. Okay. Background image. So body tag we should use, and background is an attribute whose value is image. What is the correct answer for 25th? A or B or C or D? Option A is the correct answer, guys. Within the body tag, background is an attribute whose value must be what? Image. So that image will be set as a background to the web page. The image tag allows us to what? Display the image on the web page, but not as a background. Okay. BG images, there is no tag like BG image. Okay. What is the correct option for 25th? Option A. Option A is the correct answer. And what are the types of unordered or bulleted list in the HTML? Yeah, unordered bulleted list. In unordered list, in how many ways we can bullet the items? Disk, square, triangle. Is there any triangle? No, right? In unordered list, squares you can find and disks we can find. Okay. And polygon is did you find anywhere polygon with bulleted polygon? No. Discs are there and circles are there and squares are there. Yeah, this is the correct answer, guys. 3. Option 3 is the correct option for 26th question. See, types of unordered or bulleted lists. Discs, we can bullet them with discs, circles and square shapes. So 26th answer is C, option C. And 27th, which of the following is the correct way to create a list using lowercase letters? Yeah, What's the right answer for this? OL, ordered list, right? Ordered list type equal to A. This is guys. OL type equal to A, lowercase letters. What's the correct answer for 27th question? Option B. Option B. Not letter, not alpha. Okay. Type equal to A. Correct option is B. And let's see next question, 28th. Which of the following is the correct way to start an ordered list with the count of numeric value 4? Yes. I want it to begin with 4. From 4, I want to create 4, 5 like that. 4, 5, 6, 7. It should begin with 4, ordered list. Okay. Which is the correct option? Order type equal to 1 initial 4, order type equal to 1 begin 4, order type equal to 1 number 4, order type equal to 1 and start 4. Yeah, this is guys start 4. Okay, start is an attribute value whose value is what? 4. So it starts from 4, ordered list. This is how. What's the correct option for 28th? D guys. D is the correct option. Start equal to 4. So it begins from 4, 4, 5, 6 like that. And which of the following HTML attribute is used to define inline styles? Yes. For inline styles, inline, not internal, not external style. Okay. He asked about what? Inline style. Inline style, we should use which attribute he asked, not tag, attribute. Okay. Which attribute we use? Style attribute, obviously. Not type, not class, none of the above. No. Which is the correct option for 29th question? Style attribute we use. So correct option for 29th question is what? A. For internal styles, which tag we use? Style tag. Okay. For external styles, which tag we use to link HTML file with CSS? Link tag. But he asked us to what? Inline styles. To define inline style, which attribute we use? Style attribute. No, 30th one. And which of the following is the paragraph tag in HTML? Paragraph tag is what? Does it pre? No. Does it B? No. P. Yes, P is the paragraph tag. Correct option is what? A guys. A. Now let's take the next question. Now 31, HTML program. An HTML program is saved by using which extensions? HTML or .htm. See, .html, .htm. Yes, you can save the HTML files either with .htm extension or .html extension. Okay. Two options are correct. A and B. Both A and B guys. Which is the correct option here? D. Option D is the correct answer. Either you can save the HTML file with .htm or HTML. Both extensions can be used. Next question is, a program in HTML can be rendered and read by. Okay, rendered by web browser and reads by web browser. Okay, not server, not interpreter, not none of the above. Okay, which is the correct answer? 32. A. Rendered by means what? Displayed by web browser. HTML content is displayed by web browser. And who reads the HTML file? Web browser only. It reads the HTML file and renders it. So correct option for 32 is what? Web browser. Option A is the correct answer. Interpreted by the web browser, reads by the web browser, and renders by the web browser. First, it reads the web HTML content. Browser reads the HTML content and interprets it and renders it on the web page. The tags, see the tags in the HTML are case sensitive or uppercase or not case sensitive or in lowercase. Which is the correct answer? That's the case sensitive tags. Uppercase tags are written in only lowercase? No. Only in uppercase? No. Okay. It's not case sensitive guys. You can go for writing lowercase or uppercase, both will work. That's why not case sensitive. HTML tags are not case sensitive. Okay, but attributes are case sensitive, but not tags. What is the answer? 33 questions answer C. Option C is the correct answer for 33 question. Now the next question is 34th. which of the following is the root tag of the HTML document? Which is the root tag? Body tag, header tag, title tag, or HTML tag? Obviously, fourth one, right? HTML is the root tag of all the HTML pages. In HTML5, which of the following tag is used to initialize the document type? Yes. In HTML5, which of the following tag is used to initialize the document type? Exclamatory doc type HTML, right? This is the correct one, guys. Not doc type HTML, not forward slash or backward slash backward doc type HTML, or only doc type. This is the correct option. Option D is the correct answer for 35th question. Okay. Exclamatory doc type HTML. This is the one, guys. And 36th. Which of the following tag is used to create combo box? List tag, select tag, or input type equal to drop down, or UL tag. UL tag is for what? Unordered list, right? List tag is what? To list the items in either in the ordered list or unordered list. And select tag is there. Okay. Select tag is for what? To create a combo box. Okay, combo box. That is also called as what? Drop down box. To create a drop down box, we use what? Select. In order to define an option in the drop down list, we use option tag. But he asked about what? Only how to create a drop down box or combo box. What we can also call it as combo box. We use what? Which tag? Select tag, guys. So correct answer for 36th one is what? Option B. Option B. In order to define the items in the drop down box, we use which tag? Option tag. Okay, option tag. Option is the sub tag of select tag, but the select tag is used to create drop down list. Let's see 37th question. Which of the following are the attributes of the tag, guys? Either method is an attribute, or action is an attribute, or both on A and B. Which attributes of which tag here? Form tag, guys. Font tag attributes are. Does method is a form tag attribute? Yes. Which method we are using to post the data? Okay, either post method or get method. Okay, post is what? If you don't want to display the form data in the URL, in such a case, if the data is a sensitive, you don't want to display it in the URL of the web page. Okay, then we go for what? Post method. If the data is not so sensitive, okay, if you are okay with the data is displayed in the URL of the web page, okay, then we can go for what? Get method. Method attribute value either get or post. So in most of the cases we go for what? Get. Only for login such kind of pages we go for what? Post. Because login credentials, username and password are what? Case sensitive, means sensitive information, right? Nobody wants to display their username and password along with the URL, along inside the URL. That's why in such a cases we go for what? Post. Method is one of the attribute of form tag, and action attribute value. Action attribute value is what? Action is another attribute of form tag. Action attribute value is what? Generally backend coding file name. Okay, backend code. Upon clicking register button, okay, which background code should be invoked or executed. Okay, that background code will be given in terms of what? Action attribute value. So both are action attributes only, action tag attributes only. So option is what? This is the correct option. Both A and B, method and action. These are the two attributes of what? Form tag. Which is the correct way to comment out something in HTML? How do we write comments in HTML files? Does this one? No. Does this one? Yes. So what's the correct way to comment out in writing comments in HTML file? This is the option B is the correct answer. Exclamatory followed by two hyphens, followed by comment, whatever you want to write, we can describe, we can give a description, and followed by hyphen closing tag. Option B is the correct answer. 38th option B. Let's see 39th question. Which HTML tag is used to display the power in expression? See, x square minus y square, like that, okay, or x square plus y square equal to z square, okay. So in order to write, okay, in order to display power in expressions, okay, which tag we use? SUP tag or SUB tag or P tag or none of the above. Okay. Obviously SUP tag. So see, this is the example, guys. Variable var a SUP 2. 2 means what? This is a power. X square, x a square here, a square. If I want to display a square, that power would be displayed using which tag? SUP tag. See, a square. This is plus is the symbol, and b square. See, variable is b, and whose power is what? 2. B square. B square is equals to c square. See, the variable is what? C, and the power is what? 2. C square. So which is the correct answer? To display the power in expressions, SUP, guys. SUP. This is how we can write. This is the example that I gave. A square plus b square equals c square. So correct option for 39 is what? SUP. And which of the following is the correct way to change the font face, guys? Font face. See, font face. This is the correct option. Font face. B is the correct option. And 41st, guys. If you have used inline, internal and external, all three types in HTML for a single element, then which style will be applied? For a single element, okay, which tag we use generally? Inline, guys, inline. Comments we know, this is the comment. Sorry, this is the comment. We use this one. Second is the comment one, which we have already seen, right? And this is which of the following is correct HTML syntax for adding background color? We know this one. Style equal to background hyphen colon is equals to this one, guys. This is style attribute value is what? This is property and its value. P tag. Background is a property name. Background hyphen color. And 44th is what? Which is the correct HTML syntax for adding links? For adding links is what? This one. A href image. Okay. This is what we have to use. Href and image link. This is the image. This will be considered as a link. When you click on this image link, the control goes to where? This one, href attribute value. So correct option for 44th is 4th one. And which of the following is not a semantic syntax? Semantic tag. Semantic tag is this one. Div tag is not a semantic tag. Okay. Now the next one is what? Which is the correct attribute to change the size of the text? Okay. Which is the correct attribute? Yes, this one. Style equal to font hyphen size. This is the correct one. Correct attribute to change the size of the text. Correct option is what? Third one. This is font size colon 10 pixels, not text size, not font size here. So size is uppercase, right? Attribute value must be case sensitive. So this is the correct option. Third one. And what are the correct extensions for? Yes, we have already seen this one, right? Either HTML or HTML. Okay. See, HTML attribute values are case sensitive. Attribute values are yes, case sensitive. True, guys. Tags are not case sensitive, but attribute values are case sensitive. Now, using which attributes we can add a tooltip. Tooltip in the HTML. Okay. We use what? Title. Which of the following is not a value of the attribute display? Flexbox is. Flexbox is not a value of the attribute display. Okay. Remaining all attributes of the display only. What are the new features added to HTML5, guys? Like there are the additional form elements are number, date, calendar, which we have already discussed, guys. SVG, canvas, these are all the newly added features in HTML5. Okay. That's all for today, guys. These are all different multiple choice questions of HTML. Okay. That's all, guys. Thank you.